Well, just after I finished the last video, I found an untouched 5000 that had come in. So let's do a comparison between the two. Okay. Oh, dear me. I was looking everywhere for, I had, some that come in for repairs, but I've just got this one that's come in for full upgrades. Hasn't been touched yet. So this is the one I've just done. You can see the front there. It's got I don't know if you can notice it. It's got a yellow knob. Well, sort of yellow, but that's the one I just did. And this one here, whoops, I'll put that one there. And I'll stick this one here. And this is just out of the factory. Anything special about it? B800 serial number, if it means anything to anybody. Oh dear. Okay, as you see, no, it's nothing. It's just standard. It's got a sticker under there, but anyway, it has a note on it. It says it's been verified as a genuine one by MindLab. Obviously off the serial number, I'd say, for some reason. Anyway, let's do it all properly. I'll even do the connectors up. Okay, power. In you go. I'll even do the power one up. It just takes time when you have to undo it again. But anyway, okay. Put it into factory default settings. Wait for the magic. And done. Factory default. It's just as noisy as the other one. Actually, it's more noisy, I'd say, at a guess. But anyway, hang on. I'll drag this over here a bit. Okay. Same setup. It's connected up on that double D coil. And we'll just check the front of it. Just have a look at what we're in. Pleasing deep. Okay. It's in cancel. Normal timings. Leave it in fixed. So just arbitrary, won't track anything out. Now I told you these things. This is factory default settings, right? 0.05. Okay, it is, like I said, it's the same. They're all the same. They don't pick that up. Oh, yes, we can if we rub it. Rub it on a sweet spot somewhere there. But you're not going to get a good response. So, yeah, that's how it works. Now, I'll turn the gain all the way up to whatever it goes to, 20 or something or over on this. Okay. Okay, RX gain is now on 20. I don't know if you can actually hear that. I'll stick the speaker up here a bit. There you go. So RX gain's on 20. Will it pick up any better? No. All it's doing is just back end boosting up the noise. There you go. That is. Have a listen to the noise. Okay, see if we can get it in our heads how much noise there is. Yeah, it is substantial. We're on a double D coil. It don't make any difference. No, if I could What could I do? Something really, really crazy? Then I put into mono. This is how noisy it is. Go back into cancel. Right. So, factory default standard detector. Let's kill that and take this off. And I'll just connect up the modified one. I'm not going to go use all special modes. I'm just basing it on normal mode. It basically is, it translates exactly the same for all the other modes, but I don't really want to, this mode, that mode. It's all the same. Just base it on the normal timings. Let's have a look. Deep, just normal, cancel, fixed. Okay. I just noticed on this detector too, when I was saying about the corrosion, that's corroded. That aluminium there is corroded. That's all gone powdery. Okay. Let's turn him on. Should we just? I can't. If I set up in factory default, it's going to be different because of the modifications, of course. But I can put the. Well, I can do it. How about I just do it? Stick it in factory default. Okay. Okay. That's factory default. Let's see what happens. Now, I'm going to turn up the gain roughly to how noisy the other one was. So we'll turn it up. It was a little bit less than that, probably. Okay. Somewhere around there, I would suspect, is what the other one was doing. So we'll just... Now we find a sweet spot. Okay. Let's have some fun. This is only... I don't think the noise is that different. If you ever listen, it was about the same. But now this detector has variable frequency. How about we just utilize that modification, because the other one doesn't have it. So I'll get in here. Okay, it's up on 255. You can see that. Now remember, normal timings, no exotics. That's about 8 out of 10 on the gain scale. Okay. So you can just imagine how much better that would be if we didn't have the electrical interference. And these coils, they're, like I say, they're not really the best. They're not. Like if I actually, how about I just do it? I just do it. I put on my whiz-bang coil that I can run in mono mode, which causes, get over there. Sorry, I nearly kicked detectors over, but anyway, we'll put the coil over there. But yeah, I'll hook up the other one, not the monos, because it's just pointless. Sometimes at double Ds, when you run a bit of gain, start behaving like a mono anyway. Anyway, let's get this thing. This is a great test coil for the lab. If I don't drop it and wreck it. So this is specifically made that it works on the mono mode, and it's an anti-phase, and I don't think we need a bit of blue tack stuck there. Not that it hurts, it can stay there anyway. But we'll stick that up there, and we'll plug it in. And we'll put in mono, because actually in cancel, it'll make a whole heap of noise. It's anti-phase. So anyway, let's turn it on, and we'll see what happens. Well, listen to what happens is probably more correct. Now remember, it's sitting there, chirpy, chirp, 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 chirp. There you go. That's how quiet it is in the workshop. That's using anti-phase coils, so it makes a big difference. So it's just purring away. I think I've got that on zero gain. Yeah. Everything's basically zero. The gain is probably minus 10. So 10 times less gain than a standard detector where it's set at the moment. Or we can crank that up. See, that's getting up in gain, and it's just dead quiet. That's why you can't do really good testing. Well, you can with this, but no one else has got that, so I keep saying, you know. Now, this is around the wrong way, actually. I've got, turn it around like that. That's the no, it's the TX, and that's the RX on that side. Yeah, so, oh. I don't know if you can still hear that, but let's turn the gain up some more. Guys, 0.05. Can I run full gain? Jesus, that's it. I've probably overdone it there. I've overcooked it, I think. That one does nothing. That's just listening to the noise and just throwing it back into the circuitry 180 degrees out of phase to cancel all the noise going through that coil. So that's why, that's our pickup coil for basically all the atmospherics. Whatever else, won't get rid of the magnetic, so we've still got magnetic 50 hertz interference. You really got to go out in the bush, but give you an idea just where this is on the gain scale. It's getting pretty close up as far as it'll go. Try a 0.1 on it, right, and it'd probably just blow my ears out or something. Yeah, that's a 0.1. It runs out. It's just going to go into the noise. There's still noise from, I'm going to say, everything else that's on in the place. It turns some stuff off. I know that the glue gun's on right next to it, and I'll turn the oscilloscope off. I think it's just the same. It's just general, AC mains interference. Can't do much about it until you're away from it. So, yeah, 0.1. If you can see that, I'm way up in the air here. Yeah, so that's that. So this little modified. Tell me got low power, low battery. There you go away. Yeah. Turn it down. That's just well, actually, have a listen to this. Zero gain on. Let's put it in special. So that's in special there on minus 10 dB gain. That's what I mean. You can still get, if you have a very small coil, you can work any ground whatsoever. I mean, you could just dump hot rocks all over. It's not going to care less. But even on like fine gold, sensitive as. Turn it around a bit like that. There we go. Up to about a third gain, I think. Just keep pushing the gain higher and higher and higher, but eventually it'll just get just probably a little bit too noisy overall. Okay, I'm up about 9 out of 10. Point one should just blow our ears off. So guys, that's what I really did want to show on that modified detector. Just you can have a listen compared to a standard one and one that's got modifications done to it. Like I say, you can do all sorts there we go. That's got to go back home. That's got to go to. I thought Dave was going to come around and get this, but obviously he had other things to do. I know he was running around buying bits and pieces, buying cable and a few pots for me. So potentiometers, if I say pots, not cooking implements. So yeah, that's that, and yeah, the oh, by the way, someone sent me an email and saying, oh, what's this part? It's in a GPX 45 or a 5000. I don't know, because it looks the same where you took the photo. It's a 3-legged device that's not there on the board. It's near the power supply section where it does its voltage regulation and stuff like that, and the feedback loop for the flyback. It's on the end of the board, and all it is a BAV99 diode. If you have a look at it, it looks like it might be a transistor, but it's not. It's just a SOT23 BAV99. I just thought I'd let you know, because I probably would have take ages to get around to answering all emails. But yeah, it has it's basically set up with it's 2 diodes into one package. But if you look at it like pin 1, then 2, then 3 as a standard sort of package, it goes anode to cathode, then anode to cathode again, and the first anode on pin 1 and the cathode of the second diode on pin 3 shorted together on the board, not on the actual unit, but it's A7. A7W is a BAV99. So yeah, it's nothing fantastic, just a diode, double diode. So it's basically utilizing 2 diodes, one diode biased positive, the other diode biased negative, and in parallel. That's all it is. So it's just a limiter of some sort, some sort of clipper limiter, or might be used as a reference. I don't know. I haven't looked at the schematic. So that's what it is. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to make a big waffly long video, but even this coil here with the setup and proximity and that, you get funny effects when you start pushing a lot of gain on these detectors, and it's probably proximity of the coil to the detector. It's it's going to get into everything. These things just putting out a big pulsing field, and it's going to get in. So yeah, as you can see, the amount of extra gain you can get out of standard old GPXs or anything is quite substantial. And the gain range is also, you can make it very substantial. It may be possible to even push the gain higher than that, but we're going to get into filtering problems and low frequency amplitude problems as well. We could do step filtering with different limitations. We could actually go straight from analog into digital and do the whole thing and stick it back in at the right point in the detector, or even just convert it back to digital and just bypass a lot of the circuitry and just re-inject it where it does its switching calculations and so forth. Basically, it's just a multiplexer. We can just shove it back in there in a reconverted digital to analog form, and you're still using the base detector. It's not going to be, you don't want a detector done on a breadboard and look horrible, and a shoebox with knobs on it. But you can utilize the old form factor, completely modify them. There's room in there for putting extra boards and things, so you can do all that. There's a lot of stuff you can do, tons. The only trouble, what I think is an issue, is that if you start putting lots and lots of stuff in there and you want it be hands-on, play with it. I mean, how many knobs, buttons, and switches do you really want to have on a detector? It gets a bit, professionals be able to handle it, but someone coming out and wanting to go into detecting would be bamboozled. So I don't know. A lot of it could be made automatic, right? There is automatic systems. There's been patents. Have a look at. Believe it or not, there's a lot of detector patents from Johns Hopkins University, of all places. Heaps of detector patents. Actually, I've seen some. I'm not going to say the manufacturer, but I've seen patents go in for things that are already patented. Right? There might be a very slight variation, but it's not. I wouldn't call it a novel variation. It's just a little thing, but it's an obvious thing anyway. But you got to be careful. There's so many things have been patented that the poor old patent attorneys, in my opinion, can't keep on top of everything. So there's things that are getting repatented that based on old patents and expired patents, and just regurgitating. There's a lot of stuff like that out there. I'm still waiting for someone to reinvent the antibacterial toothbrush I designed probably 20 years ago, utilizing light fiber up the handle and a dispersion plate that held the bristles. And UV went through it all and killed all the germs. But it's funny, isn't it? I think they don't care. They just want to sell toothbrushes. But point of difference. Well, I think I mentioned that in another video ages ago anyway. I invented vibrating fishing lures that automatically turned on when they hit the water, with inbuilt battery and everything. I was talking to a manufacturer about that, and they went, ooh, and they weren't interested, and I wasn't interested in making electronic fishing lures at the time. They went broke. And then all these other companies started making electronic fishing lures. That's funny. Ah, dear me. But yeah, it's always the way. You do something and you show, you go, here, look at this, and then someone else does it. It's like a lot of stuff. Bizarre. Anyway, not going to waffle on. Catches.